Hello. Welcome back to my channel. So we are now basically entering the peak of summertime. So I thought I would actually just share with you all some quick tips for you guys to lose weight and stay in shape while you are enjoying the summer holidays, if you're on holiday, just a mixture of stuff really. I'm gonna jump on my yoga ball, so while we're chatting, I can just bounce up and down because I'm trying to get the baby to go into the right position. I know I still have a few weeks before he has to be in the right position, but you know, it's always good to do that. I'm also cooking as well at the same time. So my focus has been cancelled. There we go. So let's dive in with the first tip, which is hydration. Hydration is absolutely key, especially during the summer times, because we sweat a lot more, we're a lot more hotter, and we just really need to make sure that we're staying hydrated so we have enough, obviously, hydration. So with water, you really want to make sure you're aiming for a minimum to drink 2 litres a day. I preferably try and drink 3, that's just me, I'm a weirdo, I absolutely love my water. But water's really good because a lot of the time when we think we're actually hungry, we're actually thirsty. So if you feel like you're someone that is snacking a lot during the summertime, try and actually just drink more water, because you will notice that it's actually dehydration that you're suffering from. And water also really helps to obviously flush out any excess water retention in your body, as well as any toxins. So guys, just make sure you are grabbing that water because it's vital. Let's then move on to tip number 2 while I'm jumping up and down on my ball. So tip number 2 is moving your body. Obviously I talk about this all the time, and this is a fitness channel. Oh my God, I'm really bright. But moving your body is one of the biggest things that you can do for weight loss, especially during the summertime. Now that the weather's actually good, you have so many different options that you could do. You can go swimming, you can go walking, you can go jogging, you can go bike riding. You could even just get up and do some really nice morning yoga, and you can go to the beach and do it. You can do Pilates, or obviously you can just put on a nice little HIIT workout on my YouTube channel. But getting the body moving is something that is crucial for weight loss. You need to be able to burn calories by moving. So just make sure that you are doing a form of activity that you do enjoy. I always find for myself that when the weather gets really good, like it is now for me in Lisbon, I love just going outside and walking as much as I can. Whether you put on a podcast, you call someone, you just kind of get that body moving without just constantly sitting still. And if you are someone that, even if you are, say, remote working while you are on holiday, try and make sure you set an alarm and just get up every like half an hour, every hour, and just try and move your body a little bit more. Let's move on to tip number 3, which is something actually a lot of the girls ask me in my coaching program, which is always talking about alcohol. So alcohol is something that many of us love to enjoy, and of course when you go on holiday, it's also something that we do like to enjoy and, you know, tuck into. Oh, looking good, tucking into. So I have a kind of really simple rule with alcohol. I always try and say to the girls to really avoid cocktails or anything that's really highly sugar based. So one of the best things that you can actually do is ask them not to put sugar in it, because a lot of the time they actually add added sugar. So you can always say to them, you know, can you just hold back on any of the sugar syrups? Do you have any sugar-free ones? And also, if you are going to go for wine, always stick with red wine or a dry white wine again, so it has less sugar in there. And if you're someone that enjoys spirits, try and stick to clear spirits. So think vodka, think gin, and always combine it with a soda or like a slimline tonic. You can always jazz up the flavor by adding in, you know, raspberries, cucumber, rosemary. There are so many different ways that you can play around with the flavors and not have the calories and the sugar content as high. So you can still enjoy your alcohol. It's just about alternating and being a little bit more careful with what you are doing. But of course, if you are going somewhere and you just want to have a couple of cocktails, you can do. Like I said, everything in moderation, that's what this is about. Leading me on to my 4th tip, which is actually what I'm cooking now, which is chicken. So please make sure that you are consuming enough protein. You want to make sure that you're having protein included in every single meal and your snacks. There are so many benefits. I could literally, as I said before, do a whole video on why protein is essential, but protein is really going to help with your weight loss because it's going to help you feel fuller for longer. It's going to make you feel satisfied. It's going to help with muscle recovery, muscle growth. There is also studies that have shown that if you are trying to lose weight, actually upping your protein intake is vital because it's going to help with the muscle mass and also help with you losing the fat mass. So with your protein, make sure that you are including it into every single meal. And as I said before, like you could literally have as a snack, a couple boiled eggs, you can have slices of ham, you can also have yogurt pots, protein bars, you can make your own protein bars or protein balls. There is various ways, and even with breakfast, there is tons. Comment below if you would like me to do a video on variations and ways in which you can include protein into your meals, because I'll happily do a sit down video or even some recipes to show you how to do that. Leading on to my next tip from there is actually then going to be talking about fiber. So we will be surprised that quite a lot of us actually don't eat enough fiber, and fiber is so important for digestion and bloating and just making sure that the body is moving and getting everything out. So did you guys like my little roll with the belly rolling? So with your fiber, just make sure that, again, you are including it into your meals. Make sure that you are loading up your plate for lunch and for dinner with tons of different type of veggies. Make sure for breakfast, again, you're including lots of different high fiber fruits. So we're talking like berries, you can have watermelon because that's really good for hydrating. Just make sure that you are including that and snacking on those type of things as well, because we really want to make sure you are including enough fiber. Once you combine that with water and movement, you're going to see that your body actually is able to process its food a lot better. Your digestion's going to be better, and you'll be going to the toilet more frequently. So make sure you guys do that. So moving on to the 6th point, please do not starve yourself. There is this misconception that to lose weight, we have to basically eat very little calories. And yes, you do have to be in a deficit, but you don't need to be in 800 calories a day mode. Like, you need to eat to sustain your body, and you need to eat to move. So make sure that you are eating enough food and you're not starving yourself. Like I said, please make sure you're eating 3 meals a day, a couple snacks. That is the best way to guarantee. And if you fill it up with the right macros, like protein, the carbs, the fiber, the veggies, like, you guys are going to see such a difference. So please do not starve yourself, and especially during summertime. I know, again, that it's very easy for a lot of us, myself included. You might not have such a high appetite in the heat, but stick with foods that you are going to enjoy. Like, I always love to opt for fruit. I love to opt for salads. Those type of things really just make me happy in the summertime. You can have like Greek yogurt ice cream that you can make. There's tons of different ways. And again, let me know if this is something you guys are interested in for me to create some recipes, and I will do. And the last, final, and not least point is consistency. Yes, over the summer period, you do want to make sure that you still are remaining consistent with your health and fitness routine. Yes, you can go off and of course enjoy yourself and not worry about things so much, like for a week if you're going on holiday, but you do also still want to make sure that you're being consistent with the habits that you have built up. So please make sure that you are, still drinking that water. You are opting where you can. Even if you go to a hotel and there's a breakfast buffet, like when I go away, just fill up on the good stuff on your plate, and of course, still go and have a few of the little cheeky bits that you want. But it's just about remaining with the consistency part. So you don't have to work out all the time if you go away on holiday. I'm going away myself next week, and I'm not planning on exercising, but I will be doing various activities with Eva and Aaron, such as walking, taking Eva to the park, going swimming. There is so many different ways to still remain consistent without having to be really rigid with your schedule. But consistency is what builds a habit, it's what builds a routine, and it is what brings you results. And if you feel like you're someone that really struggles with this, apply for my coaching below, and I will give you the blueprint to show you exactly what to do to lose weight, maintain it, keep it off forever, and just have a plan that you don't need to ever go to anybody else ever again, because it's just always learning about flexibility, how to have fun with the food, incorporate fitness into your routine without it being boring. There's so many different ways that you can do it. I've done it myself. I've gone through this journey of being pregnant in the summer before, losing the weight afterwards with Eva, and then maintaining it, and then I'm doing it again now. Like, I can just give you my blueprint and show you how to do it. So book in a consultation, apply below, and I'll show you how to do that. But guys, that is it from me. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really hope you enjoyed these points. I really hope that they give you some insight and benefit. And of course, let me know if you guys want any other type of video, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another video. Bye bye.